Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're tackling a really massive mistake I see people make almost every single time they use ChatGPT. They type out this tiny one-sentence prompt, hit enter, and then just settle for a completely average answer. It happens all the time, right? People are treating this incredibly powerful technology like it's just a basic search engine, and then they wonder why the results are so underwhelming. But, well, today I'm going to show you a framework that will fundamentally change the quality of your outputs. Seriously, once you learn this, you're never going to prompt the exact same way again.
Let's look at a classic example of this. Imagine just typing, write an email. Think about that for a second. ChatGPT literally has absolutely zero idea who this email is for, what kind of tone you're going for, or what you're actually trying to achieve here. You're basically leaving all the important decisions completely up to chance.
Now compare that super weak command to something like this. You are a professional business consultant. Write a polite email to a client explaining that our project will be delayed by 3 days. Keep the tone friendly, confident, and under 150 words. See the difference? This detailed approach completely removes the guesswork. It gives the AI exactly what it needs to actually succeed for you. So to get you to this advanced level, we're going to follow a really clear agenda today. First, we'll look at the one-sentence mistake. Second, treating the AI as your new employee. Third, the 5 prompting rules. And finally, the refinement conversation. Let's get into it. Starting with Section 1, the one-sentence mistake, and exactly why those short prompts are failing you. The absolute most crucial point to realize here is this. The secret isn't using a smarter AI. The secret is writing a smarter prompt. People are constantly out there chasing the newest update or the next big software release, thinking that's going to magically fix their output. But honestly, the tool you have right now is already incredibly capable, if you just know how to talk to it. Which brings us to Section 2, treating your AI like a new employee. I want you to think of ChatGPT as a super eager but entirely blank slate new hire. Just like delegating to a junior staffer on their very first day in the office, if you don't give them explicit directions, you simply can't expect a great outcome, right? If your instructions are unclear, the results will also be unclear. It's a mirror. The output perfectly mirrors your input. All right, Section 3, the 5 prompting rules for giving perfect AI instructions. We're going to use a simple, totally predictable 5-step formula that is going to dramatically improve almost every single answer you get. Those steps are role, context, specific instructions, output format, and refine the response. If you internalize the sequence, it's honestly like having a superpower. So let's break each of these down. Rule number 1 is role. This means you absolutely must assign the AI a specific persona before asking your core question. Essentially, you're telling the AI which specific part of its massive brain it needs to access, which instantly tailors its expertise to your exact situation. And this can be incredibly simple. Before you ask for business advice, just type, "You are a successful entrepreneur." Or if you want a complex topic broken down, tell it, "You are a professional teacher." Or maybe, "You are an experienced lawyer." By just telling it to act as these specific professionals, you instantly elevate its baseline knowledge and its tone to match exactly what you need. Okay, moving on to Rule 2, let's see how this builds. Rule number 2 is context. Because honestly, you can't just state what you want without explaining the real-world situation behind it. You really have to explain the why, not just the what. Think about it. By providing a little background, like saying, "I'm a university student preparing for an exam," explain this topic in simple language. The AI immediately understands your constraints. It knows your stress level, your audience, your ultimate goal. And because of that added context, the AI's response becomes infinitely more useful to your specific life in that exact moment. Next up is Rule 3, specific instructions. Listen. Vague requests are the absolute enemy of good AI outputs. You need to provide detailed parameters instead of just crossing your fingers and hoping the AI guesses what you meant. A completely useless command like "write an article" transforms entirely when you demand a specific outcome. Try something like "write a 1,000-word article for beginners using simple English, clear headings, and practical examples." See? Specific instructions always lead to specific results. It really is that simple. Now, Rule 4 is output format. This is where you take total visual control over how the information actually looks on your screen. You really shouldn't have to spend 30 minutes reformatting the AI's text after it gives you an answer. You can literally command the AI to build tables, use bullet points, give you 5 numbered steps, or even distill the whole shebang into one crisp paragraph. Whatever format works best for your brain, or maybe your presentation. Just ask for it. This makes the output ready to use right away, without any extra friction. Finally, we arrive at section 4, the refinement conversation, or treating prompting as a dialogue. This brings us to Rule 5, which is honestly the most powerful step of all: refine. Look, if the first answer isn't perfect, whatever you do, do not start over. Don't open a brand new chat window. Instead, treat it as an ongoing dialogue. Just tell the AI exactly what to change. You can command it to make the text shorter, shift to a more professional tone, or add real-world examples to flesh out those ideas. If it's too complex, just tell it, hey, explain it like I'm 15 years old. You're basically acting like an editor here, shaping the raw material until it perfectly matches your vision. The big takeaway here is to think of prompting as a collaborative conversation, definitely not a one-time request. The very best users don't just ask one question and give up. They shape the raw output until it's totally flawless. So, I want to leave you with a bit of a challenge. Will you notice the difference? I challenge you to open ChatGPT right now, apply these 5 exact steps to your very next task, and see the dramatic difference in quality for yourself. Seriously, it's going to change the way you work forever.